Hey guys, Stephen Tony here, and I'm back with a special presentation of my underrated overlooked spotlight series. That one's actually special because I got inspired to do it from a recent subscriber to my channel, and his name is Ian. He's from the UK, and his channel is Ian Hill The Ramblings. His main go-to genre appears to be horror, particularly the stuff done by Hammer Films back in the day. But I've briefly scrolled through his videos, and he looks to be also a big Doctor Who fan, particularly the classic era, it looks like. And he also appears to have a few other types of genre stuff mixed in there. I recently watched his video where he does a review of Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, another underrated Hammer classic, I think, as well. And he looks like a very cool guy, a very nice guy. And so, Ian, this particular video was inspired by you. I hope the film I'll talk about here briefly is one you haven't seen yet. But if you have seen it, I hope you'll enjoy the justice I try to give it here. And the film I got inspired to do this with is the Barbara Steele horror film, The Long Hair of Death. This came out in 1964, I believe, when Miss Steele had made her mark in the Italian horror genre. That was done by Antonio Margheriti, and also the screenwriting team of Tonino Valeri and Ernesto Gastaldi under American pseudonyms. But basically, the Dust film is set in the medieval era. A lady has been wrongfully accused of witchcraft and is executed by burning at the stake. Her two daughters, the oldest who's been away for a few years, I believe, and the youngest who was actually adopted by the family who accused the mom of witchcraft. The oldest daughter actually comes back to the village with information proving her mom's innocence, but she's killed by being tossed over a ledge into a river. And about a couple of years later, she comes back from the dead to wreak vengeance upon the family who killed her, shamed her sister, and also killed her mother. This to me is actually a sort of quasi interpretation of Barbara Steele's first entry into the Italian horror genre, Mask of the Demon, or as most folks know it, Black Sunday. It's quite different in that here she's both the heroine and the villain. Whereas in this one, she is straight up the heroine, who also has to play dirty as a ghost a bit, but, more on that soon. It's not as dark as this one as well, although it's still quite good. Again, as the same vibes, as each, other in that their ghost stories. I actually don't see this as a vampire film, as evidenced by this image here. To me, Steele plays the Phantom in both films. So, but anyway, I don't really see too many people talk about this entry. It's very gothic. You know, that stuff I like in horror. I know I'm more of a gothic guy. Even though horror isn't my normal go-to genre, I still prefer that, as I said previously. Um, this thing has a very good atmosphere to it. The mysteriousness of those medieval towns back in the day when superstition still reigned supreme. Steel is her usual sultry self. She has this gaze to her in the film where you're not, uh, completely sure of what's really going on in that head of hers, but she's clearly making everybody in this castle ill at ease. Ease because, just of, her timing and arrival in the town. Because apparently the mom and the older sister sort of cursed the place to suffer plague, and somehow it all ends when Steele's reincarnation arrives. That the old man of the family feels is the harbinger of the true doom, because it was said that the plague would end when the person out to claim vengeance would return. So there's really not too much I can say without giving too much away, other than that the atmosphere is great, the setting's great. Steele again, subtly nice performance. Giorgio Artisan, who plays the no good heir to the family estate. He's a real jerk in this one, and he plays it up great. He's even a bit crazy, I think, too. The character, anyway. She actually focuses on that character because he's apparently hiding something that is very important to the whole affair. And it's got the good imagery, good lighting, good camera work. It is just a really unforeseen classic of that era of the gothic films, and one I do highly recommend people checking out. So that is actually it for the video. Ian, I hope you liked this as much as everybody else. I'm hoping will. Sorry it's not as long as my normal stuff. It was sort of a spur of the moment type of video, but I'm still glad I did it. Definitely check out Ian's channel. He seems like a great guy. And I'll be back with another video soon. Take care, guys. Bye.